And so, how do you show a Lou Bell in competition? Do you walk her around in the ring or what?
You just walk around in the ring. If it's showmanship, you gotta keep your eyes on the judge, and you gotta be really specific about where the foot lands and everything.
Right. How she moves around. May I scrub? Sure. All right. So what do I do?
Good morning, people. Welcome. It's 5:16 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Well, I haven't been on for a few days, and you all know today from one of my other videos, I have to go to the hospital this morning, have a stress test. You all know what that consists of. An ultrasound and nuclear test, where they put the stuff in the IV and all this. And that's going to be in, about 4 or 5 hours. Something like that. I'll be going live around 9 o'clock, somewhere like that. And I'm going to figure out how to do TikTok live. You can follow me on TikTok. It's Billy Jack 2682006. You can follow me on TikTok, Billy Jack 2682006. If I figure out how to go live. So, I'll let you know about that. I know it's early. I'm drinking water. I can't have no caffeine, can't take no medicine, no blood pressure medicine, no pain medicine, can't eat nothing because of that stress test I have to take up there at Scott County Hospital in Scottsburg, Indiana. So, as you all know, happy birthday to everybody who's born today. Men and a few ladies, but mostly men. If you got married on this date, happy anniversary. I know men forget the anniversaries more than ladies does. So, ladies, in case you a few of them, maybe 5% of them, don't forget your anniversary. And, well, when I get up, hello. I love you all too, I don't know, the last time I took the stress test, it was, I think, 3 years ago. Everything was okay. My question, so you all on here have had heart attacks, strokes, or maybe heart doctors. How come I keep having chest pains and my arm hurts? As I've told you all in the past from my other videos, and you all know who had heart attacks and strokes, that they tell you no stress, no getting upset. If you cut grass, you use a riding lawnmower. Well, I've told you my riding lawnmower broke down. Since I've been living in my own house, when I first moved in, I used a push mower. And then I got asking my neighbor, since he's older than I am, he just got home last week from the hospital where him and his wife was in hello, Yoakum. Oh, that's right, tomorrow's Friday, ain't it? It's not Friday until I go to bed and wake up. Hello, Alexi. There's Alexi. But I still miss my number one Tomcat socks. And some of you new people that might be sitting there in the background, I'm on a fixed income. I get between $800 and $900 a month. Out of that money comes my house payment, my water bill, my electric bill, my car insurance, my cell phone bill, my cell phone insurance, gasoline for my car, and cat food, canned cat food that I get at a Family Dollar store. And any help you all can, I would appreciate it. You all know from the past about my post office box. You know about my Cash App. And I'm trying to get a new riding lawnmower. But I don't have the money. And another thing I'm looking at, my electric dryer went out. And you all said, how about a repairman? I tell you something, people. If the ice box goes out, your washer or your dryer or stove go out, what they charge you for it, you can buy a new one. Them people really don't want to work on them. That's only my opinion. And I'm trying to figure out how to go live on TikTok. And I look up in my profile, see when I go under. I go under Billy Jack 2682006. And any Cinema 5 brothers or sisters, you all know what 2682006 is. That was my ID back there then. I guess now they use Social Security numbers. But that's the one that was. And you see Billy Jack 2682006. You know the movie Billy Jack. And that's why I chose it. I love the movie Billy Jack. How he tried to help out the Indians and this and that. So, that's how come I chose it. And that's my CB handle when I was driving the 18-wheeler and stuff like that. That means it's over 40 years old in the CB radio. But when I was doing Skip, I went by Phantom 309 of Indiana. One of my kitty cats, it's Gina. She's a tiger cat. Don't look like Socks. and she's pregnant. This be her second litter. The first litter she had earlier in the year, this year, she was too young. You all know if you got kitty cats or doggies, if they're too young, they lose them. That's what she did. And when she lost all of her babies, the other mama cats let her be a stepmother for them. I guess to teach her like that. You saw Mama Blackie. That's her granddaughter. That means Mama Blackie would be a great-grandmother, just like me, a great-grandpa. I don't think I'm a great-great-grandpa yet. I don't think. So, people, I'm going to go live on the way to the hospital. Well, you can see the outside of the hospital. And I'm trying to figure out how to do Kick. Well, I can do live stream on that. And all you very smart people out there, smarter than me, you know about YouTube, on Kick, it asks for a key. I don't know what the heck that means. Is that the key on YouTube? I know you got 2 different keys or something. I don't know if that's what I have to do or not on that. I know TikTok is, I tried to go live, but, you got to get your face recognition. That didn't work for some reason, but I ain't giving up. So, you can follow me on TikTok. It's Billy Jack 2682006. So, I'm going to figure out how to do that. Well, I can go live on TikTok. Maybe I can pick up more subscribers on here. People, I'm still sad, because of socks. You all might think this is weird. I woke up the other day, maybe I was dreaming. And I swear Socks was in bed with me. Because I got looking, the other cats that sleeps with me, they were looking in the same direction, like, what are they seeing, And it was weird. I just told my son last night about it. Because I asked him if Socks came in, and he said,
stand by, we're on the phone with the key holder now.
Socks came in to see him. Because he keeps his doors shut where the cats can't come in there and visit him. People, it does happen. If you lose a loved one, they do come and visit you. You might be sleeping or something like that. I guess you could say Rita, she was my first wife. She was a deaf mute. We had 4 kids, all girls. Number 1 girl, Rita passed away. Then Patty, who's number 1. And number 3, which is Kelly, passed away. That leaves me with Tammy and Amy. But when I was taking care of my mom, I guess I kind of died in my sleep or something like that. I do quit breathing sometimes. And I guess I died. People, you might think I'm joking. If you believe in God, God does send angels to you. And I was sleeping, but my eyes was wide open. And Rita had coal black hair. She kind of like an Indian, but I can't remember what tribe her and her mom belonged to. And her older sister, she was a deaf mute. And so I guess I quit breathing. She came and visited me. Remember, I said she was a deaf mute. Couldn't hear, couldn't talk. And this girl talked to me. I recognized the face. It was Rita. But her hair wasn't black. It was golden, like gold, you know. She said, Tom, you know who I am? I said, yeah, you're Rita. I said, you're a deaf mute, but up there in heaven, we all speak. That's one thing about heaven. And you need to go back, she said. It said, it's not time for you to die yet. God got something planned for you. It might take a while, she said. But she said, when it's time for you to die, to pass away, I come back and get you. That way, when you come to heaven, you get to see me, your mother, your dad, your grandma, and Grandpa Al, and all the animals you had through your life. I know you all probably think I'm stupid. But it does happen, people. Sometime today, well, I got to cut some more grass. I was thinking, get up at 8 o'clock and go out there and cut it. And, get a little workout before I go to the hospital and have that stress test done. It was kind of my 4th of July in August. Since this is Monday, Thursday. Well, why not? See, I told you I'm not thinking straight. I can't have no caffeine. I can't eat anything. I'm used to like this, drink a Pepsi Zero sugar. But I can't have no caffeine. And I got water in there. I put some ice water in it last night before I went to bed. Ain't that right, Lexi? But you're nothing like socks. Wildcat's one of them that gets underneath the blanket, and the other one's Nancy. Only 2 cats. So that shows me Sock's been talking to him. You might think that's weird, but... And after I leave the hospital, that's going to take 2 or 3 hours, something like that. I can't remember, since that's been 3 years since I had a test like that. So, got to stop at the Family Dollar store there in Scottsburg. Get some more canned cat food. And I got to stop at Ace Hardware store there at Scottsburg. Get me one of those connectors or inline things where you can put, so if your water hose busts, you can splice it together. So that's what I'm going to have to do. That's my plans to do today. And finish cutting the rest of my tall grass out there where my clothesline is. Then I have to start all over again. They're my friends. I'm hoping it goes. Last time, people, when I took this stress test, you ladies out there know what an ultrasound is. Your men knows when your wife or girlfriend is pregnant, they always do an ultrasound. They put this lotion on you, and it's cold. So that's what I have to do. About, let's see, 4 or 5 hours from now. But I got bored. I decided to let you all know what's going on. Since it's been a few days. And I figure by going live on TikTok, when I figure out how to do that, and tell them to come to YouTube, and maybe I pick up more subscribers. But like I say, for being 70 plus years old, I'm not that smart. So that's something I got to figure out how to get there. You know, I tried the deal with your face, and it didn't work out well. You know, I put my birthday in, this and that. I guess they want my driver's license. Hell, I don't know. You're all smarter than me. I don't know if TikTok pays you anything, you know. But all you good people out there, I'm still asking for your help. You know, God knows who you are. I need a new riding lawnmower. You said you could get you a used one off of Facebook Marketplace. That's the problem, people. This toy belt I got out there in the shed, it was one of my neighbors. I had it 2 years, something like that. When I first got it, it cost me around $500 to fix. Lucky I had a stimulus check before they done away with them. Put $500 into it. So people, you all know, but I'm going to throw my Cash App and my post office box. It's Tom Cartwright at Post Office Box number 1, Charlestown, Indiana, 47111. If you know how to do the Cash App, it's the $, Tom Cartwright, 4375. So, I know last Saturday, I brought you a live stream of a car wreck in Scottsburg. I think a couple of you trying to get me in trouble. You know, a couple of people said, why do you go and do a video inside the police department? The more I get thinking about it, I think somebody's trying to get me in trouble. I might do something like that, people, when I get over 1,500 subscribers. You know, not every police department is like the police departments that you used to. The Sheriff's Department and the Scottsburg Police Department and the Austin Police Department, which is north of Scottsburg, maybe 3 or 4 miles. They like Mayberry, you know, Andy Griffin and Barney Fife, but they got more police officers than what Mayberry did. So, but I'm getting to the point, people, every time I go out and push my lawnmower, I only do it maybe for 10 minutes. I try to do 10 minutes. Sometimes I stretch it to 15 minutes. But here, my heart starts hurting. And then I have to take a nitro pill. So, I gotta be careful. You know, I love my kitty cats. I'm thinking, what'll happen to my kitty cats if I die? Will my son take care of them? You know, that all goes through my mind. And I gotta check my Powerball tickets that I got over the, last week, see if I won anything. It'd be nice if I could even win 500,000. I had to drive 100 miles to claim it. If I did win. So I hope you liked the video that I done in the back 40, where they back there doing square bales of hay. It's Mr. Smith's grandson and daughter that was back there. They haven't used that hay baler in 8 to 10 years. At first, when the grandson got out there, the rope wouldn't, or string wouldn't tie around it. And he had watched Grandpa do this and that over the years. Grandpa came back up after he visited my neighbor Kenny who's in the car wreck a couple weeks ago. An update on Kenny's wife. She got probably another week in the hospital, maybe a little bit longer. Then she goes to rehab for about 2 or 3 weeks, then home. I know the accident is their fault. There's no doubt about that. And it was a 2000, maybe 10. It might be 11 or 12, somewhere like that. I've been here about 6 years, give or take a little. And I was talking to one of the sons, and the brother said there was a recall on the Volkswagen for the driver's side airbag. Here's the problem. Since the airbag didn't come out on the co-pilot side, that's how come she got hurt as bad. Could the family go back and sue Volkswagen? But some people tell me the people on these airbags filed for Chapter 9 or bankruptcy because of defects in it. But I know Volkswagen dealers, they're responsible. When they fixed the driver's side airbag, could they screw up the co-pilot side airbag? You know, I'm not, that's what? What, Alexi? I know you love me. You love me more than Blackie. I'm going to break her. So, you know, I got questions on that. Like, when I had my accident 2 or 3 years ago, somewhere in that time frame, I got T-boned. No airbag came out. And somebody said, well, you either got hit, you got to get hit in the butt or in the front. For when I've seen people get T-boned and the airbag comes out. Unless Toyota's different. I don't know. It's 5:48 a.m. I almost said p.m. See, my brain don't start working till I'm up 2 hours and I have my Pepsi. And since I can't have any Pepsi because of the stress test I have to take in about 4 or 5 hours. You know, you always got to get there early. And we sign some papers. And they take you back there and hook you up to the EKG, the IV. You've all ever had that done with the chemical, which it's nuclear stuff. Well, they got the IV, they put it into that IV, and you start sweating, your heartbeat goes up a little bit, and all this. If you all ever had that done. So, I want to try to lay down, but I don't know how this red light would do. Man, I sure could use a Pepsi, but I can't have no caffeine. I don't take offense. I listen to the doctors. Oh. My alarm clock will go off about 8:35. Hello, Peter. Peace, my friend. Good morning. Welcome back. Hope everybody's subscribed. Because I need all the help getting more subscribers. I got over 600 videos. Some of that YouTube channels, some of them gets a whole lot of subscribers. That shows you, this is all this old man do. I either watch TV or I watch YouTube or TikTok. When I figure out how to go live on TikTok, then I'd do some live TikToks. Maybe I would pick up more people that'll come to YouTube. So, you people have got TikTok. Look for Billy Jack 2682006. Billy Jack 2682006. And you know the movie Billy Jack and what he stands for. Fighting for the kids on the reservation. He was, I believe he was a Green Beret, if I remember in the movie. And a crooked sheriff. But when I went to the heart doctor a couple of weeks ago, whenever it was, maybe it was in July. I guess it was July 22nd, because I got that in my mind. And the doctor that I went over the blood test, she said my A1C is okay, and a few other things, but I didn't know what I'm looking at. I'm not trained in the medical field. Hello, Alexi. You showing the people off on YouTube. She said, you been in pain lately? I said, well, since I don't have the money to get me a new riding lawnmower, when I had my heart attack, I was told, do not push a lawnmower or any strange work like weed eater or using a chainsaw so I could have a heart attack. But since my riding lawnmower broke down and I can't afford it to get it fixed, because you live on a budget, people. You live on a budget. You know what your bills is going to be. You have to live on the budget. Like I'm 70 plus years old. You all, it's not retarded yet. If you're young, maybe, what's it, 401k or whatever to call it, you might want to take your money invested in gold and silver. Then maybe have you safety deposit box where you can keep it. Unless you're rich enough to have a good hideaway safe where you could put your gold and silver in. I know I'm old, but man, I started out when I was young with gold bars, silver, Kennedy $50, Mercury dimes, Buffalo nickels, wheat pennies, by thanks to my dumbass brother who stole all that crap. My life insurance policy, I bet 2-1 he cashed it in. I had some silver dollars back then. It was worth $500. I always keep paperwork, and one of them was worth over $1,000. But I got screwed by my brother. That's okay. Karma's a bitch. And people, if you live in the United States, I guess all the Planet School has begun. Watch out for the school buses. Pay attention. One day this week, there's either a car, pickup truck, or SUV that hit a bus in Clarksville, Indiana. I think that's around the 4 or 5 mile marker of I-65. That's where Clarksville, Indiana. They only had about 9 kids. It wouldn't be on the national news, but the local TV stations is WLKY, WAVE, WHAS, and WDRB. TV station is local here. And you can see where the school, I think it was WLKY it was on. They had a helicopter out and had video of it, so it's WLKY, Channel 32 News in Louisville, Kentucky. You can see the bus wreck. Peter, I hope you and everybody in your family's doing okay. I welcome everybody back. I want to thank you all for your prayers. When Socks passed away, I think over a week ago, he was my oldest tomcat. He died right here next to me with his head on my lap. And you hear me talk about Nancy. She's right there. You saw Socks up there on my dresser on top of my DVD player. People, if you cutting through Kentucky this week, it's the Kentucky State Fair. So if you be coming through Kentucky, Kentucky State Fair begins, I guess, today. And it's there close to the airport, the Louisville airport, if you happen to come through Kentucky. So, that's the update. You saw me, or I put a clothesline out. What I'm going to have to do, I got a pallet out there. I guess I'm going to have to take the boards off of it. At least 2 of them. either nail them to the tree or screw it to the tree where I can wrap my clothesline around them boards on one tree and the other tree. That way I have it spaced apart with probably 4 lines. And but I do miss socks. But I got plenty cats. But Socks was a good tomcat, just like his daddy Barry and his mama Tina, who was a full-blooded Siamese kitty cat. Sometimes his mama comes down to visit him. I told Socks before he passed away, I said, Socks, your daddy Barry's gonna come here. Your mama Tina and Kelly and Billy, all your brothers and sisters come down, especially your daddy Barry and mama Tina. You all might say I'm stupid. You gotta believe in angels. Well, when Barry passed away, I swear I saw Barry and Mama Tina and the other cats come down and take him to heaven. That's how come I knew he was dead. You all know when you with your loved ones at home, the angels does come and pick up your loved one. I'm still a little sad. You've been together 13 years. His dad and mom was just a year older than he was. Barry was lovable just like Socks was. And Mama Tina, I'm sleeping on top of his baby blanket. 'Cause I washed the other day the big blanket. It's, I guess, those moving companies have packing blankets with them real thick blankets. I put that on the bed and a fitted sheet over it. So that's something I gotta do today sometime. If I can remember all this, that's the point. You're 70 years old, it's hard to remember. And I'm kind of worried. People, back in May, I went to a throat doctor, went into the hospital. They put you to sleep. They put this tube down your throat and take pictures of it. I was scared to death. I thought it might be cancer. Knock on wood, it wasn't cancer. It was acid. I took acid reflux pills before. It didn't help. They also took the thing that they make your throat bigger. That helped out. And I love you all. Okay, people, here I go again. Happy birthday to everybody who got a birthday today. ladies and men, especially men, there's only probably 5% of the women that forget their anniversary. If you got married on this date, remember your anniversary. You know, I try to remind you all about happy birthdays and anniversaries. You can't forget that. That way you keep peace in the family. No matter if it's your mom, your father, your grandma, grandpa, your better half, or your kids, you can't forget that. You gotta keep the faith. You gotta keep fighting for what you believe in. You gotta keep fighting for your rights, but peaceful and legal. Let me turn this around. See, that's in Jeffersonville, Indiana. Some idiot showed up at the police station. There's his wife or girlfriend or whatever had guns. That was in Jeffersonville, Indiana yesterday. He had an AR gun and that showed up at the police department like he's going to kill all those police officers. If you all don't know where Jeffersonville, Indiana is, it's right at the Louisville, Kentucky state line. You know, if I lived in Jeff, there'd probably be more car wrecks, house fires. I know some of you offer anywhere from $50 to $1,000 to go into a police department. I got no reason to go in a police department. I'm not like these other people goes in there and gets in trouble. No. I'm not trying to get in trouble, people. You know, I probably go in there and ask to talk to the chief and tell him how good the Scottsburg Officer Green was to the people at the accident site and how polite he was to me. And thank you for having a good city police officer as Officer Green. But I've seen people that goes into a police department or a sheriff's department, anywhere on the planet, their butt gets in trouble. People, I'm trying to stay out of trouble. Maybe if I have a good reason to do it, just to go in there and look around, take my cell phone. It seems like you trying to get me into trouble. I'm trying to stay out of trouble. I'm 70 plus years old with 4 heart attacks and strokes, high blood pressure, type 2 diabetes, and arthritis. You know, I'm trying to keep calm and stay out of trouble. I know some of you love when people goes in. And if I get arrested, I'll stay in jail until I go to court. I don't have the money to hire a lawyer. That means I get a jackass public defender. I know there's good public defenders that does care about you. But all they're worrying about getting their $600. They might get more than that. As soon as they get done with one case, they get another case, or they might have 3 or 4 public inmates they have to take care of. You know, I can't afford a good lawyer, you know, if that was to happen. I like looking at Turtle Boy. And he got a whole lot of subscribers. He got money coming in from YouTube and other things. But me, I only got about 280 subscribers. I don't make nothing off of YouTube. I'm trying to educate you about my life. And I'm trying to help you all. I told you I used to be an alcoholic and a drug addict. Back in my days, alcohol is a drug. I smoked marijuana and blotter acid. That's the only 2 things that I've done. But people, I've been sober 25 plus years. You all seen on YouTube, I think she's in Florida, is that Lisa Richards, I think is her name. She's always asking for money for food, but no, it's drugs she's using that money for. She's supposed to got evicted last night by midnight. Her lights is cut off. You know, if you're in Florida, somebody in the family need her committed to a hospital for her own safety. I forget what it's called. When you have kids and you had your kids taken away, that means you don't care about your family. My children means a lot to me. I would stop. That's one reason I stopped drinking alcohol and smoking marijuana and blotter acid. The stuff they got today, people, that fentanyl and all this other stuff, crack, and I believe that Lisa Richard is on crack because that screws your whole body up. You don't look the same. But I like to see somebody in her family have her committed for her own safety. Get her in rehab. If you be watching that Lisa Richards, you know what I'm talking about. I don't know, she lost her internet service and she'd been using a laundromat to live stream. Man, all to me, she live stream 3 or 4 or 5, 6 times a day, begging for money. But how come she can get money being a drug addict? And me, 70 plus years old, asking money where I can get me a new riding lawnmower, I can't get it. But I guess I'm the wrong sex, or I'm not a drug addict. But I've been sober 25 plus years from alcohol and drugs. People, you can stop this crap. And ladies, you can escape that abuse. And there's a TV station this week done a thing on abused women, who to call, where to get help. I guess there's places like it. It's in your state. So I'm asking for y'all's help to get to my subscribers. I know some people pay for subscribers. I'm doing it the honest way. Try to get you all to like my video. I take input from you all. Yeah, like a computer or a robot. Need more input. What's that one that the movie got the robot on the wheels? It's not RD2, it's the other one that had, I guess it had not Tackleberry, that cop picking captain that was goofy in Police Academy. So, but I would come live around 9:15, because I only live about 5 to 8 minutes away from the hospital. But I got to get at the hospital early for all the paperwork. And like this. Let's see what time. Man, my arthritis is killing me. I guess it's 6 o'clock. Oh, I gotta sit up. Yeah, it's 6:17. So, I gotta get off of here. I want to thank you all for your prayers. And I want to thank you all when I lost Socks, my oldest tomcat. You know, when you got pets, people, you treat them like your children. They give you unconditional love. Your pets knows when you feel bad or if there's something wrong. People said, Tom, you got too many cats. You're a cat hoarder. People, they're my service animal. They know when I feel bad. They try to comfort me. Take my name, keep me calm. When I got my blanket or a sheet on me, Nancy and I think Alexa gets underneath the blanket. To me, that's showing respect for their number one tomcat, Socks. I wish the rest of them do it. Ain't that right? Which one are you? You're Alex, aren't you? Yeah. Let me turn my camera around. I gotta get a better light. This is Margaret, the mother, and there is Nancy and Kathy, her last two boys. Up there's Dummy, Blackie. There's Alex. There's Wildcat. Margaret always been a good mama. See, she giving her baby a bath. Like Alex. She lost all her babies except one. That's Alexi. Lex is over in the pen eating some cat food. What, Kathy? Your mama take care of you? I know. I'm going to lay down and sleep until about 8:30. And people, if you like the Bob and Tom show, you can go to YouTube and watch Bob and Tom show live. So I want to say peace. I love you all. And thank you all for watching my videos and give me input. You know what input is. You know the movie that I talk about, I had all these robots, I had those rubber things, they had a laser on the arm, and this one robot came alive. I'm alive. It's not RD2. You all know the movie I'm talking about. What, Kathy? If I don't pet this yellow female cat, she'll stick her paw up and tap me. But I keep telling her, keep her toenails in. Kitty cat claws is like razor blades. They can cut you-know-what out of you. So, I want to thank you all for being here this morning. And I haven't been on, YouTube. Well, on my cell phone, I ain't been on for 5 days, since today's the 15th. And I don't get much on a computer. Sometimes I get upset. I decide to just take a little vacation because I'm kind of upset because I don't have 1,000 subscribers. And people keep telling me, Tom, don't get out. You doing it. You putting videos out. You listen to people. And some of you tell me, don't go to the police department because you just asking for trouble. Which I've seen people, some police departments, you asking for trouble. So, people, you want to know how I do this. On your cell phone, if you got the unlimited data, you can download Prison Live Studio on your cell phone. Okay, if you got a laptop, people, when I found out, you gotta have like a gaming computer with memory. You can have the same things like this on there. This is Prison Live Studio on a cell phone. So I'm gonna get off of here, turn my radio on, and listen to Bob and Tom show. So, I love you all. I'm hoping everything go well. But the doctor or whoever does this, I'm going to tell them the last time I had this done, I think it was 3 years ago, I passed. I don't see how. I even had chest pains back there then. And I also tell them when I went to this doctor who scheduled this test, I was having chest pains then, but I didn't want to tell the doctor. I'm afraid I would get put into the hospital. You know, people just be honest. You know. So, if you look at it, it's a rebel flag. Look at, you see the M16. It says, come and take it. I know you all people don't like the rebel flag. You said it was the South that had the slaves. People, do your history. The people who owned the slaves was rich. It was the Democrats. If you do your research, you find out that slave owners was the Democrats. I know you say I'm stupid, but Kathy, you behave yourself. I got the fly swatter, but I can use it on kitty cats. You see me kill flies. All I did is just raise it up. You know, they know they see me kill flies. I guess they put 2 and 2 together and come up with 4. What? You gonna say hi to everybody on YouTube, Kathy? Huh? Say hi to everybody. Okay, I want to say good night, a good morning. I catch you all around 9:30, somewhere in that time frame. I love you all. Good night. Sweet dreams. Don't forget today's birthdays. Don't forget your anniversary if you got married on this day. So God bless you all.